they belong to different category. In that case, we have to use the plural form. So here the answer will be fire and water. What will be the answer? Are very important for human beings. Are you clear? Okay. Then the rule says when two different nouns are joined by a and convey a single idea that causes very close relationship. Or when we pronounce one word, another one word comes to our mind automatically. In that case, we have to use the singular one. But when two different nouns are joined by a but convey different ideas and belong to different category, in that case, we have to use the plural. Okay, now let's come to another rule. Another rule is when a collective noun means when so many members form a group. So many members form a group. And when there is unison, or when all the members behave united, or when they give same opinion, in that case, we have to use the singular one. Suppose I am writing here, the jury has given the decision. The jury is a collective noun. We know jury means a number of judges. Here we have used a singular one because all the judges of that group have given the same opinion. That means unison is found there. For that reason, we have no unison in their opinion. In that case, we have to use the plural. Suppose A gives a different opinion, B gives a different opinion, C gives a different opinion, D gives a different opinion, and E also gives a different opinion. That means here we find division in the opinion. They don't behave united. In that case, we have to use a plural word in place of that collective noun. Remember, there is an example. The jury were divided in their opinions. That means there is division in their opinions. For that reason, the verb is plural. And the second example is the jury has selected his chairman. That means all have selected that chairman unitedly. That means there is no division. Are you clear? Okay. The rule says when there is unity or when there is unison in a collective noun, the verb will be singular. And when there is division, so when all the members we have divided, in that case the verb has to be plural. Okay, now let's go to another rule. Suppose I am writing here that it is honest is believed by everyone. Okay, we know the subject of a declarative sentence always comes first and always sits before the verb. Here the verb is what? Here the verb is, and before is there exists a clause. Yes or no? Yes. What kind of clause is this?
Main clause.
This is a subordinate clause because it starts from a subordinate
clause.
For that reason, the rule says when the sub and this clause sits in the position of the subject. Yes? Okay. So the rule says when the subject of the sentence is a clause, in that case the verb will be singular. We came to know here that is honest is a clause. Yes? And it is in the place of subject. president